All right, Scooter Pack fans, we just finished 2 videos from the Rack Pack box. 1 Rack Pack each video. Box came from McNulty Sports Cards. This Rack Pack also came from McNulty Sports Cards, but it did not come from the box. It came from the bins inside the front door. If you're ever in Stuart, Florida area on the East Coast along US 1, be sure to check out McNulty Sports Cards, and you'll see the link on my Facebook page. Check out those bins, check out the whole store. I picked this one up because it's got my Alan Trammell there as part of the Tigers Leaders card. So I figured we'd go ahead and pick up this Rack Pack. And doesn't look like it's got really anybody else too spectacular. Just to recap real quick of what we're looking for 88 tops in terms of rookies. Got the Tom Glavine card at $3, made the Hall of Fame in 2014. Followed by Ken Caminiti at $2, Matt Williams at 75 cents, and Ellis Burks at 40 cents. Here are the 100 cards for tops. Wouldn't mind getting any one of those. Glossy All-Star cards are what you get in the Topps Rack Packs, and it looks like we've got the Jim Hunter card. He was the captain for the 87 All-Star team. I do not see him on my list here, so that tells me this card is probably going to be worth about a quarter. And for error cards, where corrected cards were made, there's 5 of them. You've got the 2 record breaker cards, Mark McGwire and Eddie Murray. You've got the Al Leiter card, one of the checklists, and finally the Keith Comstock. All right, let's see what we can find in this Rack Pack out of the bins at McNulty Sports Cards. Happen to be a Ben Franklin sticker here. Looks like it says $1.19 each is what the price was for this Rack Pack. I'm not familiar. I grew up in Syracuse, New York, upstate. So I am not familiar with Ben Franklin stores. I don't know if what they were similar to what I grew up with. I obviously grew up with Kmart's, but we also had Ames department stores. We had, apparently I'm not familiar with how to open a Rack Pack either. We had Hills department stores. We had Faze Drugs, Kinney Drugs. So y'all let me know what if you're familiar with those stores I just listed and you're familiar with Ben Franklin's. Let me know if they're anything like that. Right, let's take a look at these corners. As I did get this from the bin, so there's a chance the corners could be fugazied, depending on how it got. Looks like we get to the Jose Rijo. Looks like there's a little bit of a bend there. We'll worry about that when we get to it. We'll start out with this 1987 All-American League All-Star Team glossy card of Captain Jim Hunter. Looks like it's a little bit off-center and a little bit of a nick. Not a nick, but a bend right there. That's going to be a double asterisk variation. I'm going to go and hang on to it for now, decide what I'm going to do with it later. We've got Robin Yount. Very nice on the Robin Yount. We'll take that. Got Tim Rock Raines. Very nice. Donnie Hill. Louisiana Lightning. Goose Gossage. All right. Turning out to be an all right pack. Tom Foley. Marty Barrett. Manny Lee, Eric Bell, Glenn Braggs, Mike Smithson, Jim Lindman. Well, sounds like the ambulance is going by. Hopefully those guys stay safe. BJ Surhoff getting some doubles from video 1, pack 1 of the Rack Pack videos we did a little bit ago. Corey Snyder, Jose Rijo, Butch Weiniger, Mike Marshall, Tom Nito, Dave Palmer, Jim Penkovitz, Bob James, Steve Shields, Jay Bell, Pat Posillo, Joe Price, Dennis Oil Can Boyd, Juan Neves, Gary Thurman. There is my Detroit Tigers leaders. Don't need my cheat sheet to tell you who these are. You've got Alan Trammell, and you've got Kirk Gibson when he played for Detroit. The value on the card, though, is going to be a cool dime. So 10 cents on the Detroit Tigers leaders card. Very good. Looks like my Alan Trammell led in hits with 205, RBIs with 105, and batting average with a .343. Looks like his longtime teammate Lou Whitaker, Sweet Lou, led in runs with 110, doubles with 38, and triples with 6. Kirk Gibson led with stolen bases, 26. Nice. We've got Scott Sanderson, Jeff Russell, the Kansas City Royals leaders. Again, don't need our list to figure out who these are. You've got George Brett and Brett Saberhagen. And that's going to be a 20-cent card, 20 cents. So very good on the George Brett and Brett Saberhagen Royals leaders card. There's Rags, Dave Righetti, Ron Robinson, Frank Viola, nice. The New York Yankees leaders, I definitely know that's Dave Winfield. I think that's Willie Randolph over there. Let's take a look at our cheat sheet again. And I am right. Dave Winfield on the left, Willie Randolph on the right. Card is worth a nickel. Very good on the Yankees leaders card. Let's see where Donnie Baseball shook out. Donnie Baseball led in hits with 186, doubles with 38, RBIs with 115, and a batting average of a .327. Can you believe that Ricky Henderson led in stolen bases? I know, big shock there, 41. And he tied in triples with Mike Pagliarillo, 3. Future Stars card of Mike Campbell. That is going to be his rookie card, but not a notable rookie card, according to Beckett. Dale Mahorsic, Nelson Loreno. Yeah, I thought he played with Syracuse, 87 there. Jerry Reed, Dave Henderson, and a Philadelphia Phillies leaders card, which has, I want to say Mike Schmidt, but I'm not 100% sure. And it's a good thing I didn't bet on it. Got Lance Parrish and Mike Ryan. Obviously, that's Lance. Mike, maybe he's a coach, batting coach, pitching coach. Not a pitching coach, but some sort of coach. So, Lance Parrish, Mike Ryan, cards worth a nickel. All right, not bad in that rack pack. Looks like we've got a little bit of edge damage. Gonna have to, might toss those cards out, but we'll go ahead and do it off camera. Pulled Louisiana Lightning, Ron Goodry. Very nice, we'll take it. Nice long career with New York. Pulled the Robin Yount, real happy about that. Nice long career with Milwaukee. Pulled another Goose Gossage, that's twice for today. Nice long career period in Major League Baseball there. Pulled Rock Reigns. Nice long career with Montreal. And our glossy all-star card in this rack pack, although it's a little off-center, went to the captain of the American League team, Jim Hunter. Good deal. All right, folks, there you have it. 1988 Topps 42-card rack pack from McNulty Sports Cards. Thanks for watching, y'all. Stay safe and stay tuned.